Windows is just slow because it decided, you know what? Instead of hibernating, I'm gonna completely fall asleep. By shutting down and closing everything, at least I saved all the important stuff.
Mm-hmm. As it does.
Yeah. I mean, at least it's not Windows 11. The fact that Windows 11 requires an absurd amount of RAM just to use it.
Yeah. And we
Yeah.
thought we thought the even numbers were bad.
Yeah. Aren't the odd ones
I
supposed
mean,
to be
9 was so
better?
bad they skipped it.
Aren't the even number ones supposed to be the better versions? But then again, Windows Me wasn't. Oh, wait. Windows Me wasn't really a numbered version, but I guess. Trying to think.
It's got an even number of letters in
Okay, I'll count it.
it. Let's see, M is 13, E is 5, so 13, 5, 18. Yeah, even number. Even
Yeah.
if you count them as, yeah.
Chronologically, because Vista was bad, and then XP was good. Millennium Edition was awful. 98 and 95 were pretty solid to a point.
Yeah, like everyone was raving about 95, because, like, it's the Windows that makes it look like Mac OS.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's an improvement. It doesn't look like a garbled mess like Windows 3 and
Yeah,
2.
doesn't look like Windows 3.1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Windows 3 just looks very cluttered.
Yeah. Like back when people were like in between using DOS and Windows for their programs, DOS for gaming and Windows for like office work
Mm-hmm.
or Minesweeper. And yeah, the Windows were just big and clunky, and then like on the other side there was like Macintosh looked like it had a civilized OS.
Atari even had a higher, well, somewhat nicer looking OS, though, to be fair.
Yeah, I think it was just like the resolution of the screen, but then again, if you go into like the DOS games, the resolution on DOS games was higher than the resolution on Windows just running Windows,
Yeah.
at least up until 95.
I'm just posting this and.
Yeah, I should do the same.
Okay. So. Okay. 3D modeling. Doll model, possibly.
Working a bit more on Pally today.
Yeah.
Move it a little closer to the that concept image. Oh yeah, if you want to move that, if you want to use that concept image as like a prop in the in Blender, hit Shift A with the mouse in the viewport.
1 second. I actually need to save that. I need to save it as a PNG, and I'm thinking,
Okay.
would it be better to save it as a transparent PNG at that point?
No, you can make it transparent in here. Save it as a regular old, like save it as a JPEG even.
Never! Never! Okay, sorry.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
What about a pung?
I'm not sure. It's like a meme from King of the Hill. I don't know if it's an actual line or if it was
Yeah.
cobbled together from other. Oh, it was?
Something like that. I saw something like Adult Swim reposted a clip from King of the Hill, and Hank was trying to teach Bobby how to fish. He was like, to catch a fish, you have to think like a fish. And he's like, I'm wet, and I don't even know that I am. And it was titled something like Bobby Isn't Wrong. trying to pull up the last picture. Ah, there you are. Okay, waiting on it to load. Clip Studio is just like, I don't want to think. Why are you making me think? I don't like to think. Okay, you know what? I am going to change the background on this. PNG. Okay. So I got it up. So you said which buttons?
Okay, so Shift A
Shift
will
A.
open up the Add menu, I believe, and then scroll down to
Image.
Image. Excuse me.
Reference.
Yes.
Wait.
And you get a little dialogue, and you scroll over to your image, and you click on that. There you got your image, and then you go over to the little square, the orange square panel in the orange square tab in the place over there.
Mm-hmm.
Down in the where the colored tabs
sorry.
are.
Right here.
That one's red.
Oh, red. Are you meaning
You want
this
the orange one?
Okay, sorry.
I believe you might be right, actually. What is this one? This one is empty. Okay, and maybe go to the red picture tab.
All right.
Let's see, show in front. Oh, I would have not moved it, but yeah, where it says show in default front back, side both front back, depth front.
Depth front. Okay. Back.
There. So now it'll always be in front of your image, but you also want to set the opacity to about half.
Sorry. 1 second here.
Okay. What I was thinking you would do was put the image so that it overlaps your sculpt, and then make it transparent.
Sorry.
But if you work better with the reference image off to the side, then I guess that could work better if it works better for you. So yeah, in which case you'll probably want to sketch out something a bit closer to the T-pose, and then keep this image around for later.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Nah, it's okay. This is something that we're learning as we go along. Yeah, I still have to figure out how to do, like, the best method to do hair in Blender that'll transfer to the Godot engine and won't add like a million polygons to the character.
Well. Let's see. Let me rename this to reference. I probably should. Hold on. One body. Two skirt. Oh wait, I can't do two skirt because I have a skirt too. Oh, that's gonna get confusing. So
skirt dot upper, skirt dot lower.
Yeah.
That way the two skirts are together, Oh wait, yeah, you like to put the number first as well.
Yep. So that way I could kind of control the layout here.
Mm-hmm.
And if I have to do a sub layer, I will do 1A something.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It's a bit like the basic programming philosophy,
Mhm.
where you have to number. Well, you don't have to these days, but when I learned basic, you had to number your lines.
Mhm.
So it would be like the hello world would be um, 10 space print quotes hello world, and then
Mhm.
20 space end, or something like that. And if you wanted to put something after the hello world, then you'd name it line 15.
Mhm.
And then if you wanted to put something between those, you'd say something like line 12 or line 13.
Mhm.
But yeah, eventually you would run out of space if you wanted to put more stuff between your commands.
So I'm thinking about this here.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure this out. Maybe start. Worst case scenario, I decimate it.
You want to have like a Lego hat, Lego attachment kind of hair piece.
I'm thinking about modeling some of the strands and then just symmetrizing.
Oh yeah. So then maybe cut the sphere into a quarter, a half, or a quarter, or oh, okay.
Trying to figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
I probably.
Classical sculpting style.
Yep.
Just grab a lump of clay and start smooshing.
Yep.
Yeah, and don't forget to frequently change your angles to make sure that they're all lining up and everything.
Yep.
If you'll give me a second, I have to untwist my headphones.
Alright.
I'm not sure exactly how it keeps happening, but it's like whenever I take off my headphones, I give them a I don't know, a counterclockwise twist or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I pick them up, I give them another counterclockwise twist. So they always end up twisted somehow. And I only notice after I've been wearing them for a while, like part of the wire's been twisted into a loop,
Mm-hmm.
which gives it this weird stretch, this weird flex that is not okay.
Oh no, it's flexing. Pretty soon it's going to be talking about something stupid like much money it's making off of NFTs or something. It's going to be all
Weird
smug.
flex and not okay.
Yeah.
Have you met any like crypto bros or NFT bros
Not
lately?
really. Just more of passing comments of, oh, you're, you'd make so much money if you know,
Did NFTs?
yeah.
Yeah.
Other than,
Let's see. I met one person that took payment in like crypto.com cards or something.
yeah, I've heard about those on YouTube. I'm like, okay, I'm
Mm.
ignoring you.
Yeah. Like the advertising, I thought that maybe they were legit because they had like Visa advertising for them,
Yeah.
and they had like these, yeah. But yeah, I'm still not quite ready to go beyond like just the basic BAT
Mm-hmm.
for crypto, and I definitely don't want to go into NFTs.
Okay. So, This might be a little chaotic.
Hmm. Oh yeah, we could duplicate these a bunch and then
It's,
boolean them so that only the visible bits are there.
yep, that's what I'm kind of thinking.
Might be good to put them into a separate collection so that they don't get lost.
Mm-hmm. How do I do this? So, well,
The collection button is the box-shaped thing that all these objects are contained in.
box shape. Oh, gotcha. Um,
So you
let's
can
see.
add a new collection, I believe, by right-clicking.
There we go.
Yeah, you can call it like hair collection or something. Wait, that sounds kind of gross.
Hair collection. No, it's canon. Wait a second. Darn it.
This collection's inside that one. You want to pull it out and make it put it only inside scene collection.
Okay. 1 second here.
No, not down, up. So collection 1 is part of collection, but you want to make it part of scene collection instead. So pull collection 1 up to scene collection.
Okay. Got it, got it, got it. There we go. Sorry about that.
It's not very instinctive if you don't use this kind of file or object arrangement.
My computer's going to be screaming at the end of this. Like, why did you do this to me?
120,000 triangles.
I'm a gaming laptop, but I'm not meant for this. This is madness. Wonder if I can make these a little bit thinner, though.
See, this kind of style, I know there's a tutorial out there that it builds these, what you're doing now, but it does them with with I believe a Bezier curve and a single sphere for like material reference.
Mm-hmm.
So then if you change one of the properties of the curve or the sphere, then all of the strands change to match.
Hmm. Wonder. Might not be hurt. Might not hurt looking into that one then.
Yeah. But I'm gonna have to do a little bit more searching to find it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I favorited it or added it to a list or anything. So let me just double check that. See, what I thought you were gonna do when you first added the sphere was to basically just sculpt a single hair piece out of it, and like sculpt and cut the strands and stuff into the sphere, like basically cutting a hairstyle out of a melon, out of a watermelon.
I think I'm going for a bit more complex on this. Maybe too complex. I don't know.
So I am just searching through my old playlists now. Aha! Bezier curves tutorial: how to model cartoon style hair in Blender. This might be the one I'm looking for. Ooh. Half-hour long.
Oof.
But it looks good. I will link that to your Twitter for later.
Okay. Might be work.
I don't know if it still works for games though. It looks very high poly. But it does use Bezier curves, and we might be able to fake it down.
Might just delete this. Add object. Hold up. curve. Aha. Well, let's try it.
So Bezier curve is, I guess, well, it's. I was first explained to me in like vector 2D art in terms of like how to manipulate them in vector 2D art, but they seem to work at least mathematically in 3D as well.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
But yeah, you. I'm trying to figure out how to explain it exactly. Um, you've got like the ends as like three as locations in space, and then some other properties such as some other property like I want to say direction and strength.
Hmm.
The way that it graphically represents them makes it really instinctive to work with, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh. So,
Well,
how do I even begin to do this? Maybe it'd be worth just looking at the tutorial later on that one.
Yeah. Let's
'Cause
see, what else did we want to do? So we could refine the dress a little bit. I remember that we wanted to. Let me have a look here. What's more else? Oh yeah, there was the jewelry.
Yep.
There was the cape. And yeah, and there was the skirts that we wanted. The cape and the skirts we wanted to use a cloth modifier,
Mm-hmm.
or at least yeah, a cloth modifier to do animations, then bake the animation.
Just because. Sorry. Not sorry. You there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
I did see a little blip there on the stream.
Ah. But, yeah, yeah. I purposely left a hair collection just because. Why not? Okay, so. I guess the next thing would probably be attach some kind of cape. Then
Yeah,
might
we
as
could either
well.
work on the hard pieces, down in the jewelry, or we could work on the cloth pieces, such as the cape and the skirts.
Might be worth playing around with the cape and the skirts. Why not?
Alrighty.
So, I would say put the cape above both the skirts then.
Mm-hmm.
Add a mesh, add a cube.
Because this is a game, we don't have to worry about the cape getting caught on things.
Yay.
I just remember that one scene. I think it was from The Incredibles or something. With the costume, the hero costume designer going like, "No capes."
Yes. And then finding every excuse as to why capes are a very bad idea.
I mean, it reminds me of like the high school arguments about like heroes should never wear capes.
Hmm.
That's what it feels like it's rooted in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wonder if we should have a thick object, like a cube, to be the cape, when we could do like a plane, a square, or something.
Oh, I could always stretch it and well, get it as thin as possible too.
Yeah, but it adds unnecessary complication.
Oh.
Not complications. It adds unnecessary calculations to
Okay.
the motion. Like we need something that looks like a plane.
Okay.
Yeah. So we might as well use a plane.
Okay.
Using a cube is basically like using 6 planes.
Fair, fair. Less geometry.
Mm-hmm. once we have the basic thing in place. We'll probably have it. Let's have it hang out horizontally, so that when animations begin, it falls. So
Hang
that
out.
we can actually test out the cloth simulation that way.
Okay. So have it rolled up a little bit more horizontally and then just... Hold up. Why is this tilting in such a weird manner?
Undo until the plane is horizontal, and then just move it to behind the neck. Because when you add the plane, it's already horizontal.
Okay.
Oh, we should probably add to the number of undos in the undo list as well. In the undo history.
Oh, yeah.
That's... This is what I was afraid of. I don't want it clipping into the dress.
I could fix this, I think.
Here. Get rid of this plane, add another one, and don't rotate it.
Okay. Delete and add mesh plane. Boop. Okay.
Okay. Now raise it up so that it's behind her neck.
Okay. Oh, no, not... G. Not R. Okay.
Yeah, and then scale it up so it's hanging way back behind her.
Mm-hmm. About like that for now.
Yeah. So then, when we start the cloth simulation, it'll just fall down like a cape.
Okay. Got it. Okay, so how do we do this?
This kind of reminds me of, like in Mega Man X Command Mission when they gave X like this little... They gave him what they call a scarf, but it's really more like a colored flamethrower that goes behind, that flows behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me wonder, like, if cloth simulation... I'm pretty sure cloth simulation wasn't very well developed back then. So they just figured they wanted to give him something... They wanted to give him, like, a high-tech scarf, so they made it a little flamethrower.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. Try adding a modifier and cloth to it. And then we can anchor the two bits that are near her shoulders.
Hold up. 1A plane. Sorry.
1A cape.
Yeah. Or maybe just one cape.
Yeah.
There we go. Now. Modifiers. What now?
So in modifiers, there should be a cloth modifier. Physics cloth on the right side. First one.
Physics. I'm trying to look.
First one on the rightmost list.
First one. Oh, wow. Okay. Right in front of my face. Okay. So how does this?
So right now, either none of the points on this plane are anchored, or all of them are.
Oh.
And we'll find out as soon as we start an animation.
Apply?
No, not apply.
Okay.
Just leave it as is. It's already let's see, settings are inside the physics tab. So we go to the physics tab. I think it's the no, it's the one with the circle going around another circle. Yeah.
Oh. This one?
Cloth, quality steps 5, speed multiplier. That's all looking pretty good by default. Yeah, basically, if you want polyester or spandex tension.
So, lessen the tension, maybe?
Well, I don't know what it is right now.
Mm.
I don't know what it looks like by default.
Ah, fair, fair. I'll leave it to 15 then.
Mm-hmm. Tension, compression, shear, and bending. Okay. I just have to look up how to anchor certain points. Under manual. Under 3.1 reference manual. Cloth. So, cloth, not cloth brush. Pages that are just labeled cloth.
Yay.
Cloth modifier. Cloth modifier. Can be useful in simulate a low poly mesh and add simulate on a low poly mesh, then add a subdivision surface after the cloth modifier to improve the visual quality without drastically increasing simulation times. So, see some examples. Options example. Cloth physics properties for more information. Presets contains a number of preset cloth examples. Okay, that's pretty cool. Where are the presets? In the physics tab.
Presets in the physics tab? I'm sorry. Here we go. Force field,
Do
collision.
we have presets? No, those are all the different physics
Sorry.
modifiers.
You're right.
Look for something that says presets. If there aren't any presets, that's fine.
Trying to see. Not really.
Alright. Maybe they don't have perfect presets here. Quality steps. Set the number of simulation steps per frame. Speed multiplier. It's fine as is. Cache. Editing the cached simulation. So what if you hit play on the little timeline at the bottom middle?
Oh. Right here?
Yep.
There it goes. Yeah, that didn't. Okay, how do I stop this?
The rewind button is on the left. Rewind to beginning is on the left.
Oh.
So yeah, there's a play forward, play backward, rewind to previous keyframe, fast forward to next keyframe, and then rewind to beginning and fast forward to end. And right now, the end of our simulation is 250 frames, although we're going to need a whole lot more than that for all the animations that we're going to need our playable characters to do.
Well, that cloth certainly did fall. Dare I wonder how the skirts are gonna go.
Circles like UFOs. If we end up modeling them like circle skirts.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, property weights. Constrain certain cloth properties to a certain vertex group. Okay, so we want the two top corners of the cloth to be of the shoulder vertex group.
Mm-hmm.
So those will be anchored to our shoulders.
Or maybe
so
to the elbows.
Select the cape and go into edit mode.
Alright.
and select. So right-click, select the that vertex, and then shift right-click, select the other one.
Right click, select. Yep.
Or do you left-click, select? Okay, there, yeah. That one and the other corner.
Okay. Got it.
Both of them would be okay.
Just these first few dots.
Yep.
Yeah.
So those two are going to be anchored. Vertex group is the tab with the dot connected to 3 dots.
Oh, dot with the 3 dots. Left, right.
On the tab groups in the tab panel.
Tab panel.
Colored tab panel.
Right here.
It's one tab above the physics tab.
Oh, one tab above the physics. So, hold up. Ah, darn it. I'm sorry.
Okay, so plus a vertex group.
Oh.
Oh, no, you had it there. You had it and then you moved past.
Sorry.
So the physics tab was what we were on. The tab above it is the vertex group tab.
Vertex group. Okay.
You're moving further away from it.
I'm sorry.
It's a blue tab.
Okay.
Particle properties. Okay. Physics properties, particle properties.
Okay.
So plus.
Plus.
Oh, no, wait.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think I got that wrong. Vertex groups is the green tab.
Oh, right in front. I'm sorry. Okay, got it.
It's okay. So yeah, add a vertex group by pressing the plus in the plus next to the vertex groups box.
Okay, so right here.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, we have group. You see, we have the vertexes we want assigned to it, so click assign. And then to make sure that it is assigned, click deselect and make sure those 2 dots get deselected.
Yep.
And then select again.
All
so
right.
double click the group named group and name it shoulders. I'm pretty sure a cape isn't anchored to the elbows.
But this one's kind of like right, well, closer to.
It is, yeah. But what we're going to do is we're going to probably shorten that side so that they do go across your shoulders.
Okay. Very fair. Okay.
Now that we have a vertex group named shoulders, we want to go into the cloth properties and assign the vertex group shoulders to anchor points, basically points that don't move.
Okay. Cloth properties, object mode, or
physics properties.
Oh, physics.
Yeah, and probably in object mode too.
Okay. Boop. Okay. Now what next? I'm sorry.
Oh, line says, check under physics cloth. There should be a tab called reference containing imported and default presets. I think this was in response to something earlier. Where were we? We were gonna anchor the shoulder points.
Yep.
So let's see. If you scroll down in the cloth, if you scroll down in that box there.
Yep.
So we got physical properties. We got stiffness. We got damping.
Internal springs, pressure.
Yeah, don't have internal springs. Shape collision.
Vertex
or
group.
Property weights. Yeah, but look at where that is. That's in internal springs.
Yeah.
So that's where, I guess if this was cloth with selectively springy bits,
Mm-hmm.
then that's what you would use that property for. Let's see, what are these other four categories that aren't expanded?
Mm-hmm.
So cache would probably be what we would need when we're ready to export. A cache of the baked simulations. Yeah. Shape, pin group. Pin group! There, that's the one we want.
Okay. Sewing?
Shoulders, yeah. Um, okay, now try hitting the animation, the play again.
Okay.
There we go. It's a lot closer to what we want.
Okay. I would say.
We don't have it quite. We don't have it colliding with the character's body yet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pinned to nothing. But it's basically like holding a shirt up in front of someone and trying to imagine what they look like wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what we're doing with this cape right now.
Yeah. Now it's just swinging like a door now. Wee. Bloom.
If you give it a couple subdivision modifiers, then it should act a bit more cloth-like.
Okay. Let me just stop that. Cape. Wait, what am I doing? I could do better than this. Add modifier. Subdivision.
Surface. Yeah, under
Oh.
generate S. We now have a circular key. Do a simple subdivision rather than a camel clock one.
Okay.
So that way it'll keep, yeah, there we go. And then increase the levels however much you want.
Okay, let's try applying and let's see what.
No, don't apply.
Oh, crud. I fixed it. Control Z. Okay. So
yeah, like
play it.
adding modifiers is non-destructive, but when you apply the modifiers, it destroys it. It's a destructive thing. So if it doesn't do what you want, you might not be able to undo it.
Got it. Okay. So still
Like,
a back door.
Applying the modifiers is the last thing you want to do. Yeah,
Okay.
it's still acting like a door.
Still like a revolving door.
Yeah.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
It might be because there's no air here to simulate
Mm-hmm.
simulate the cloth having to go around. But I thought that the default world settings, like I'm pretty sure the default world settings have objects fall at like 9.81 meters per second, and each of those squares there is 1 meter.
Hmm.
So right now we have like a 10-meter tall woman right here. But we can fix that.
Yeah. Kind of curious. And then.
Oh wait, the subdivision is. Oh no, wait, no, the subdivision's there.
Yeah. Right here.
Levels viewport render. Make the. I mean, it probably doesn't matter right now, but set the try and set the viewport and render to the same number because usually like you'll have a high render number and a low viewport number because you'll see kind of what it looks like, and then the render will make it just like one step better than that. But yeah, you'll want them to be near the same so that what you see is more or less what you get.
Mm-hmm.
Go into advanced in
Okay.
the subdivision. In the subdivision modifier settings, open up the advanced word at the bottom there.
All right.
Let's see what it says there. Quality UV smooth boundary, use creases, use custom. Try going into. Hmm. Wait, if we edit, then we won't be able to see the subdivisions unless we apply the modifier. All right, try applying the modifier.
Okay. Let me save first.
Mm-hmm.
Applying. Okay. Modifier applied.
Okay. Now go into edit mode and have a look at how many triangles are in that cave.
Holy! It's a mesh sheet.
Whoa. Okay.
I subdivided it alright.
Yeah, it definitely should not be. Yeah, it definitely shouldn't be looking like a door at this point. It really should be. It really should look like a cloth.
I wonder.
Settings are inside the physics tab, so let's have a look at the physics tab.
Okay. Let me go back to object mode. Physics. Where was physics? Where was physics again? There it is.
The planet going around the other planet.
Yep, got it.
Or the electron going around the proton.
Yeah.
Quality steps, physical properties, air viscosity. So it does simulate air having to go around them. The stiffness is too high though. Let's try messing with these numbers a bit then.
Okay. Let's see.
So, yeah. What if
Holy!
Whoa!
What is?
We've turned our cape into poster putty.
Wait.
Drop the shear strength.
Oh
okay.
wait, there it goes. There it goes.
Aha. A little bit.
Okay. Compression?
Line says drop the shear strength.
Shear strength. Okay. So, let me try this. It's like it's resting on a table.
Like some of it is simulating correctly.
Okay.
Zero shear strength. Did we only select a certain amount of vertices?
I think we only selected the first
Or
two.
could it be that when we
Oh, when we subdivided it, maybe it messed it up.
Yeah, I was wondering if maybe when we subdivided it, all of the vertices up to say halfway through were added to the group, to the pinned
Oh,
group.
frick. Okay, so.
Alright. That's easy to fix actually. Go into edit mode.
Okay.
Box select with B. Actually, go into overhead view with the 7 key.
Okay.
Okay, that's looking good the way it is. Go type space invert selection. Let me just catch up to the end of the stream here.
Okay. So now it's got everything
okay, good.
except
So we
the
have
top.
all of those.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, go to the vertex group tab.
Okay.
And to our oh yeah, scroll up. Yeah. To our shoulders group, remove all selected vertices. So hit the remove button.
Okay, so doop. Okay.
Okay. Now put your mouse in the viewport and hit A twice.
In the viewport.
Yeah. The main area.
Okay.
And hit A twice to select nothing.
Okay.
Then, with shoulders selected, hit select. In vertex groups, shoulders, press select.
Okay.
Only that line is selected. Okay, now, go back to object mode and play the simulation.
Holy.
Yeah. Okay, we've really dropped the strength on this cloth. can barely cohere to itself anymore.
uh, oh
It's
gosh.
not even poster putty anymore. It's a cape made of syrup. A cape made of taffy. Splorf. Splorf.
Oh,
The royalist of capes.
only for the finest. Okay, maybe the
It
stiffness
just
needs to go.
drags behind her all the way back to the kingdom. She'll never get lost in the woods like this.
Okay, well, this is better, but not by much. I'm starting to miss the actual just. I turned the shear up a little, but maybe I
Yeah,
should turn it a
it's
little
got to
down.
hold its shape a little bit.
Ooh, there it goes with the geometry breaking.
Little bits of air resistance or poking holes in the cape.
Okay, so maybe, doop. Turn up the shear a little. Tension, maybe just compression. I just want to play with this at this point.
So yeah, I'm not sure if messing with compression will do anything at this point because
Oh,
there's no compressive force to simulate on. Well, I guess there kind of is. Yeah. When you drop a stiffness variable, tweak the damping as well, not to match, but just play with it to improve the movements. Says line in the chat.
ooh. I do like how
So
the
stiffness.
compression changes it a little.
Mm-hmm. So I guess when it stretches one way, it compresses the other.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like that to a point.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe turn up the shear just a little because it
Yeah,
doesn't look right.
and yeah, and also adjust the like the stiffness has tension, compression, shear, and what does that say? Bending? Yeah, and damping also has tension, compression, shear, and bending.
Mm-hmm.
So line is saying that when you adjust one, adjust the same thing on the other a little bit too
Okay, so
to try and tweak things a little bit.
I'm just copying what I have here and rolling with it.
The ones up top started at 15, didn't they? Whereas these ones
Yes.
start at 5. So I don't know if they would. This is going to be a pretty drastic change, changing them all at the same time.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready for just the chaos. I embrace the chaos. That was boring. I wanted to.
We're almost back to the door cape. It's definitely like she's wearing some kind of stiff cloth now.
Yeah.
Maybe something closer to a tapestry than a cape, though. Hmm. This would be good for like a sheet of paper.
Mm-hmm.
This, I imagine, is close to it, close to a sheet of writing paper. Or maybe like, thick paper, or like I want to say cloth that is like formal wear cloth. stuff that you wouldn't want to go out adventuring in, but would be tougher than your casual wear.
Like the stuff that is just nothing but starch.
Yeah, starchy cloth or just paper. Starchy cloth or thick paper.
There we go.
Yeah, you've got something that you've got a pretty good mix of shear and compression. Oh, right up until that point. Oh no!
What is this case?
How did this happen?
I don't know, but I like it.
All of the it's too stretchy. It's just bouncing against itself now.
That last bit is what kills it for me. Okay.
Oh, tension's at 0.
Okay, fine. Door cape, darn you. No door cape, no door cape. Bad, 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 bad. Let's see.
The tiniest bit of tension so that it's a nice silky cloth. I think it's just that once you hit 0, then you get these drastic changes.
Yep.
Shear is how difficult it is for each vertex to pull away from one another. Compression is how hard it is to push two vertices towards one another.
Oh.
Want to make it a little difficult for both of those things. Actually, no. Low. It should be kind of easy for compression, but difficult to shear. So low compression stiffness, medium shear stiffness, and then for damping,
Almost. Look at that.
Medium, yeah.
That's starting to look a little bit better.
So low compression damping and high shear damping. Bending is how readily it forms pleats, but I'm not familiar enough with Blender to know their implementation. Okay. Actually, I wasn't sure what we were going to go into this time, so I hadn't looked up the appropriate tutorials or references or anything. So we're just kind of playing with the simulation.
I mean, that's
right now.
not looking so bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
this we can work with her animations.
Yeah.
And then bake into those animations to export to Godot.
Yeah. Just a matter of modeling it to be look more like a cape and also not clip through.
Yeah.
And not.
So now, yeah, we can take those top vertices and basically sew them to the body.
Mm-hmm.
And well, we'll also have to figure out collision with the body.
Mm-hmm.
Line says, I think bigger bend means more and larger pleats. Okay.
Okay, so let me try that. Let me stop that. Bigger bend, 7, 7. So let me play around. Oh!
Remember the damping works against it. It just crumbles.
I've got a dissolving cape here. So maybe not that.
Remind me never to go thrifting at that store again. Welcome to Pally's blog, Thrifting Baddies.
Yeah. Okay. Bending, too much bend. Let me.
Got some nice little folds happening there.
Yeah. Let me add a little here. As long as it's not as much as the other one, hopefully it won't dissolve.
Like high damping will resist
Okay,
the thing that you're adjusting,
so
or at least that's how I understand it. Yeah, so high damping on bending will resist the bending, whereas if you turn it to 0, then it won't resist it at all. Hi, Squeak. Hi, Squeak. No squeaks for me today? Trying to climb into my lap? Oh, it's lap time for Squeaky kiddos. Hi.
on the microphone.
Oh, yes. Fixing that now. Here you go, meow meow. Hi, meow meow.
There we go. I think that looks pretty decent.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we'll save that.
Mm-hmm. Saved.
See, I've been working on the, like, there's a demo area that I'm hoping I can make ready for this week's Screenshot Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be like a little play area. I think I mentioned this on either the last Warframe stream or the last dev stream.
Mm-hmm.
Last game stream or the last dev stream, where it's just like I want the maps to be hexagon based,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, like they're gigantic hexagon tiles, like about a kilometer across.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that I'm just working on now is just a little play area where you can test your jumping and your swimming and your weapon swinging. There's a little hut that you could select weapons in and swim in and out of with an underground water tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
An underwater tunnel.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I don't know, I'll think about what else I can add to it, because that just covers less than 100 square meters right now.
And I know this might add a little bit more in terms of memory and whatnot, but another thing we could add somewhat to a modifier to with motion is the earrings.
Yeah, those will be in the armature.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good, because I think that would be a great little little
shiny
attention
earrings that
bauble
that sparkle as they, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll add a nice little charming touch.
Mm-hmm. Necklace not so important, but maybe a little.
Mm-hmm.
Not as important as giant earrings that stand out.
Yeah. Let's see, I did write down what color the gems were. I think they're green.
Yep.
Yeah, red hair, gold crown, green jewels.
And when you mean
So yeah, green earrings to match.
green, do you mean like chartreuse green or like deep emerald green?
Probably closer to a deep emerald green to contrast with the yellow of the crown.
Okay. I'll definitely need to do a 2D mock-up, a better version. But, I don't know. This works for just spitballing right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think play around with the modifiers at the very least, because especially the skirts.
Mm-hmm. And now you know how to use the cloth modifier.
Mm-hmm.
You can probably, yeah, you can play around with like the puffy sleeves if you want, and yeah, the skirts for sure.
I don't know how to do that from the sleeves, because
I don't know if they'll move around much. Like,
Yeah,
do puffy sleeves usually stay in place, or do they move around a bit?
they might a bit, but honestly, might not be enough to really
Okay.
warrant
Yeah.
that. And
All right.
also, I kind of modeled it with the body.
Okay. Yeah. We do have a save file of just the body itself,
Yep.
um,
And
so we
if
can
not,
model
I
other
could
clothes. Yeah.
always model it back, so
Yeah.
no loss. But yeah,
So I'll try and look up the necessary hair tutorial for next time.
yeah. So next, well, I would say maybe homework is just to try and see if I could get these skirts to kind of flow,
To
I'm
match the
guessing.
cape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To kind of do that, you think I should have the areas selected just around the top here?
Yeah, wherever it anchors to the body.
Okay, got it, got it.
Let's see. If your static vertex groups are fewer and pinched together around the attachment points, it would likely be less flat when simulating physics of the cape.
Hmm.
If your static vertex points are fewer and pinched together around the attachment points. Yeah, so kind of like what we're planning with the cape once we sew it to the dress.
Mm-hmm.
And it would likely be less flat when simulating physics. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and we also want to get it to collide with the body so it doesn't collide with the body and, of course, the other clothes as well.
Yep.
So that they don't come through. Which, it'll be CPU intensive. It'll be calculation intensive in Blender, but once we bake it in, it'll be just, it'll be set animations for the game engine.
Yep. Because 125 triangles, my poor laptop is like, stop it, what are you doing to me?
Like, funny thing is, gaming laptops at this point should be able to do like multiple millions of triangles
Yep.
at a time. But again, this is within a game environment where they don't actually have to simulate
Yep.
physics.
Thank
The animations are baked, so they don't have to simulate physics.
I will say one great thing about this thing is, thank heavens I thought about getting the cooling pad. 'Cause, yeah, that made a night-day difference.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
Mine
I'd...
says, like a tailor pleating and stitching it down at intervals, rather than a running stitch seam all along the top. Yeah. I think I haven't really done much sewing. I've repaired holes in my socks. That's about it.
I can't sew to save my life.
I mean, this was the first time I've tried sewing. Like, I had a sewing kit forever, but like only now when I haven't actually bought like I have some pairs of socks that I bought on Drum.com, and I really like them, and I don't want to replace them. So if something is wrong with them, then I'd rather fix them than go shopping for the socks.
True.
Oh, and I have these really good pajamas too, but they're long sleeves. So if I try to make breakfast in my pajamas, then the sleeves will get like oil or something on them.
Ugh.
So I've started wearing kitchen gloves to do my cooking. But to keep the sleeves from falling out of the kitchen gloves, I put part of the end of the sleeve over my thumb, and then the thumb in the kitchen glove kind of holds the sleeve in place. But that causes a hole to develop in the sleeve where my thumb is holding it in place. So I did a little bit of sewing to sort of reinforce that into a proper thumb hole. So I feel kind of clever about that.
Yeah. So,
Some sewing reinforcement.
I think I'm good for right now on this.
All right. Yeah, we've both got, well, I've got some research homework, and you've got some playing around with cloth simulation homework.
Yay.
We'll figure that out over the next couple of days. And I believe our next live stream, let's see, we did Warframe, so our next live stream will be Yellow Days, which is Xenoblade.
Yay.
And if you'd like to support us, if you'd like to support Very Random Butterfly, she does art commissions.
Yay.
And if you'd like to support our game being made, then I have a Patreon at patreon.com/qmulative, all one word, QMULATIVE. Very random butterfly, if you would do the
Sure.
honors.
Sure. Thank y'all guys for watching. I do a lot of art related stuff, mostly a lot of 2D. This is kind of new to me, so as you can tell. But anyway, thank you for watching once again, and yeah, if you'd like to see any more of my works, I post a lot of it on Twitter at RDM Butterfly. Sorry, I should actually get the Twitter tag right.
Butterfly.
Yep, VRYRDM Butterfly. And yeah, once again, thank you, and I guess bye. Ended.